Everybody, Aaron here from Firefly Studios, and this week we're bringing you a brand new series called the Community Spotlight. The Community Spotlight will be a fortnightly series with a new episode every single 2 weeks where we highlight or spotlight a new map, a new video, and a new creator, all sort of making content around Stronghold. I'll also be answering a few select questions from YouTube and Facebook, so if you want to be featured in upcoming episodes, make sure you leave your comments or questions in the comment section below of this video, or you can leave them on our brand new Stronghold Facebook group, which we'll link in the description below. Head over there and reply to one of my posts where I'm like, give us questions and I can answer them, or try to answer them. But without further ado, let's get to the first episode. Our first ever map to be featured on the Community Spotlight is Origin of the Dragonheart by Tenryu. Origin of the Dragonheart is a massive map with a bunch of potential for huge battles and interesting siege tactics. Tenryu has designed it to give certain starting positions strategic benefits over others, and there are several estates to go and conquer to try and gain an advantage over your fellow lords. Castles are separated by a few simple footbridges and spits of water, so clashes are usually fast and intense. But if you want to play the long game, each starting position is given a decently sized defensible position. If you want to dive into this map of Island Warfare, simply follow the link in the description below and hit that subscribe button. Moving on, and our first featured content creator is Sergey Hell Dragoon HQ. Sergey has been a friend and collaborator with Firefly for a long time, and he's done some great content on our games. He does a whole bunch of strategy game videos on his channel and takes the time to play through our titles with skill and panache. We'd highly recommend going over to his channel and checking out his videos if you're at all interested in the wider strategy scene, as he features a bunch of new and exciting titles from AAA to early access. Our final spotlight, and we have something a bit left field here. Craft of Ambience is a relatively new channel which puts together long mixes of great video game music mixed with some nice ambient sound design and a few subtle graphics to boot. They were kind enough to do a feature for Stronghold showcasing some of the more tranquil music from the past titles. Here's a taste. And of course, if you want to check out the video in full, links are in the description below. Now, to finish, let's answer some questions. So moving on to the questions, the Q&A section. And as I said, these are select questions we've chosen, and questions which we can answer at this time from our Facebook and our Facebook group, Firefly Studios Stronghold on Facebook, and our YouTube comment section. We're going to start off with Greymatter121, who on the Firefly Favorites video commented, what is the name of the instrumental piece at 3:33 during the waterfall montage? That is Waltz of the Flowers by Tchaikovsky, a beautiful piece. Will you guys ever do another map spotlight? I'd like to have a go at it. That's from Alduin on Ice from the Top 5 Community Strongholds video. Yeah, it's extremely likely that we'll do sort of more map spotlights and community content spotlights. And of course, we've now got the Community Spotlight. So yeah, if you want to have a crack at making some cool maps, Alduin, we're always encouraging that. And it's perfectly possible that you will get featured in a future video. From Brute912 on the Firefly Outtakes February edition, why am I subscribed to this channel? I've never seen this in my life. Well, that's exactly what YouTube, or our YouTube channel, does for you, my friend. It gives you stuff you've never seen before, be that for better or worse. Most of the time worse, but yeah, glad you're here now. I hope you hit that subscribe button. Are you already in search for beta testers for Stronghold Next? That is regular Benji04 from the PC Gamer Weekender video we did. Yeah, not at this time, Benji, but if we are ever in need of beta testers in the future, if you head over to our website, I'm sure there'll be a link in the description below, sign up to our newsletter, and if we are ever in need of beta testers for Stronghold Next, we'll probably send out sort of a ping you an email on there regarding that. So yeah, sign up to the newsletter, and that's sort of your best avenue for getting on the beta testing. Will you guys ever make a game on the Switch? Asks Lord Sayrite, another regular. Hello, Mr. Sayrite. Yeah, we're always open to sort of looking for new avenues for our games, and Nintendo are probably a company we'd very much be interested in working with in the future. But at this moment, we have no plans for Stronghold on the Switch, unfortunately. Justice Pavalis, hope I'm pronouncing your name right, my friend. Will Stronghold Next have a ranking system? Not entirely sure what you mean by ranking system. It's quite a wide net you're casting there. But we will have the greatest lord system, and also, you know, some classic Stronghold features will be making their return. Again, that's probably a question for a future time. Rowan Needs Wood, what a fantastic name. Will there ever be an upgrade system in any Stronghold game? Say upgrade your keep so you can increase your taxes. Okay, yeah. So we don't have this specific upgrade system planned for Stronghold Next, but we are certainly looking to change up the way you build up your castles and economies and use estates. But yeah, this is always something that could possibly make it into Stronghold future games. Like we always say never. Actually, he asked 2 questions. And are you guys ever going to release a game similar to Space Colony? Nice. So Space Colony 2 is probably, you know, a far and distant dream. But we do still have a few fans here at the studio. It's another case of never say never. We may do, we may not, you know. That's all the way out there, just as Gold Cup, Oztag. Hello Gold Cup again, my friend, how you doing? Again, sorry if I'm butchering your name. Will you make Stronghold Next with a new engine? So we're withholding all sort of engine and specific sort of game details for the gameplay reveal, because basically, as I've probably said in comments in the past, we're trying to make the gameplay reveal sort of as cool as it can be and like show off as many new things as possible. Our sort of aim with that is to like give you a whole bunch of information at one time rather than trickle things, you know. We think we can make that a really special thing. Peter Carpenter asks, will you ever upgrade the AI of Stronghold 2? Unfortunately, due to a whole sort of host of technical and resource issues, and the fact that we're currently focusing almost wholly on Stronghold Next, we have no plans at this time to make any more improvements to Stronghold 2, especially as we sort of just, you know, release the Steam edition. Senkadel asks, do you think you can climb up the marketplace while there are lots of strategy games that are really good? Appreciate the thought, Senka, but we know there's still a lot of demand for Stronghold titles out there. And also, you know, just buy some of those ladder men, put your ladder up against the metaphysical game marketplace and climb it, I guess. I'm just gonna move on. Will you add ships? Asked Roberto Italiano. Well, Roberto, you haven't really specified which game you're referring to, so I'm going to take this as a wider, you know, add ships to the wider general Stronghold franchise for future games. So while it's something we're interested in and something we think could add a whole new sort of dimension to gameplay, Stronghold Next is not going to have ships or sea combat. We're focusing on sort of your classic castle sim gameplay for Stronghold Next. Giacomo Del Pinto, my Italian is not great. Will we see different and unique units in Stronghold Next? Definitely, there's going to be like 100%, there's going to be some new unique units in Stronghold Next, which will hopefully add a few new dimensions to the combat, to the economy, and to sieging other people's castles. And you can expect to use multiple buildings to sort of recruit and train your army. We're aiming to mix up the way you play Stronghold, and that's what we're really excited about for Stronghold Next. So yes, there will be absolutely new unique units in Stronghold Next. And final question from Paul Madeira. Sorry. Oh, dude, you're gonna hate me. Who came up with the idea of the Stronghold Crusader character, the rat, Duke de Puce? He is my favorite character of the series, smiley emoji. Yeah, he's a strong contender for my favorite as well. And yeah, that's Simon Bradbury, our lead designer. Also does a lot of the sort of the characters and the writing for the game. So yeah, that'd be Simon Bradbury. So that was the first episode of the Community Spotlight. If you guys want to see more of the Community Spotlight or just generally like the video, because, you know, I made it, it's a pretty cool video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more Community Spotlight episodes along with our Outtake series and regular Thursday releases, make sure you hit that subscribe button and we will see you next week.